Mill announced that she was giving both her houses to my SIL and her kids, because they deserve her true family blessing. My husband, who financially helped them, got nothing, so his father signed over the deed to him instead. This just happened last weekend, and I'm still processing the absolute chaos that unfolded. Buckle up, because this is a wild ride. Some background: my husband Mike, 38M, and I, 35F, have been married for 12 years. His parents, Patricia and Robert, are in their late 60s. Mike has one sister, Jennifer, 42F, who has 3 kids ages 14, 12, and 9. Mike is a corporate attorney. He's done very well for himself. Jennifer, on the other hand, has always struggled financially. She's been married and divorced twice, works part-time retail, and has made some questionable life choices. But she's family, and Mike loves his sister, so he's always helped when she needed it. And by helped, I mean he's basically been her financial safety net for the past 15 years. When Jennifer's first husband left her pregnant with baby number 2, Mike paid for her divorce attorney $8,000. When she couldn't afford her rent, Mike paid it. Multiple times. We're talking at least $15,000 over the years. When her car broke down and she needed a new one, Mike co-signed the loan and made the first year of payments. Another $6,000. When her middle child needed braces, Mike paid $4,500. When she wanted to go back to school for a certification program, Mike paid the tuition $3,000. When her electricity was about to be shut off, when she needed grocery money, when her kids needed winter coats, Mike was always there. We've easily given her over $50,000 throughout the years, and that's not even counting the smaller amounts. I never complained. It's his money, we keep our finances mostly separate, his sister, his family. And honestly, the kids are innocent in all of this. They're good kids who deserve stability. But Patricia, my Mill, has always had a weird dynamic with her kids. She's old-fashioned in the worst ways. Jennifer is her baby girl who can do no wrong. Mike is the successful son who doesn't need anything and should take care of his sister. Patricia herself has always been comfortable financially. Robert worked as an engineer and made good money. They own 2 properties, the family home where they currently live, worth about $450,000, and a rental property they bought 20 years ago, now worth about $380,000. The rental has been paid off for years and generates about $2,000 per month in income. Robert has always been more fair-minded than Patricia, but he's also very much the happy wife, happy life type. He usually just goes along with whatever Patricia wants to avoid conflict. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Last weekend, Patricia invited us over for Sunday dinner. She said she had an important family announcement. I should have known something was up because Jennifer was there too, and she usually avoids family gatherings unless there's something in it for her. We all sat down to dinner, me, Mike, Patricia, Robert, Jennifer, and her 3 kids. Patricia was in an unusually good mood, almost giddy. She kept smiling at Jennifer and the kids. After dinner, Patricia stood up and clinked her wine glass like she was making a toast at a wedding. I have some wonderful news to share with all of you, she announced. Robert and I have been doing some estate planning, and we've made some important decisions about our legacy. Mike and I exchanged glances. Estate planning is normal for people their age. Nothing concerning yet. We've decided, Patricia continued, that when we pass, both properties, our home and the rental, will go entirely to Jennifer and her children. I felt Mike go rigid next to me. We've spoken to our attorney and updated our will accordingly, Patricia went on, beaming at Jennifer. Jennifer has had such a hard life, and those babies deserve security. They deserve their grandmother's true family blessing. This way, Jennifer will have the family home to live in, and the rental income to support her and the children. Jennifer was crying. Happy tears. Oh, Mom. Thank you so much. You don't know what this means to us. The kids were excited too, already talking about which bedrooms they'd want in Grandma's house. Mike's voice was quiet when he spoke. Mom, can I talk to you in the kitchen for a minute? Whatever you need to say, you can say here, Patricia replied, still smiling. We're all family. Okay. Mike set down his napkin very carefully. I'm just trying to understand. You're leaving both properties, everything, to Jennifer? Nothing to me? Oh, sweetie, you don't need it, Patricia said dismissively. You're so successful. You have that big house, your fancy cars. Jennifer needs this. You understand, don't you? I'm not talking about need, Mike said. I'm talking about fairness. I'm your son too. And you're a wonderful son, Patricia said. But Jennifer is my daughter who's struggled. She's a single mother. This is about family taking care of family. I've been taking care of family, Mike said, his voice getting harder. For 15 years, I've been taking care of Jennifer and her kids financially. Have you forgotten that? That's different, Patricia waved her hand. You were helping your sister. That's what brothers do. So I helped for 15 years, and the reward is being written out of my inheritance entirely? It's not a reward system, Michael, Patricia said, her tone getting sharper. This is about your sister's needs. She has children to think about. We have children too, I interjected, unable to stay quiet anymore. We have 2 kids, ages 8 and 6. Don't they deserve to inherit something from their grandparents? Patricia turned to me with a cold look. This doesn't concern you, dear. This is family business. I am family, I said. I've been part of this family for 12 years. You know what I mean, Patricia said dismissively. That's when Robert finally spoke up. He'd been silent throughout the entire announcement, looking increasingly uncomfortable. Patricia, maybe we should discuss this more privately. There's nothing to discuss, Patricia cut him off. It's decided. The will is updated. Jennifer and the children get the properties. Mike stood up. You know what? Fine. It's your money, your property, your decision. But let me make something very clear, I'm done. No more loans. No more rent payments. No more car payments or grocery money or tuition. Jennifer, you're on your own from now on. Jennifer's face went white. Mike, come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like what? Mike turned to her. I've given you over $50,000 in the past 15 years. I've co-signed loans, paid your bills, taken care of your kids. And this is how it's repaid? Not even a thank you, just give me the houses too? I didn't ask for this. Jennifer protested. But you're accepting it, aren't you? Mike shot back. You're sitting there crying happy tears while Mom announces that you get everything and I get nothing. Because I need it, Jennifer shouted. You don't understand what it's like to struggle. I understand that I've been preventing you from struggling for 15 years, Mike shouted back. And apparently that counts for nothing. Boys don't need inheritances like girls do, Patricia interjected. Jennifer doesn't have a husband to take care of her. She needs her family's support. And I've been supporting her. Mike was furious now, really furious in a way I'd rarely seen. But I guess that doesn't make me true family enough. Don't twist my words, Patricia said. Your words were true family blessing, Mike said coldly. Meaning I'm what? False family? You're being ridiculous and dramatic, Patricia snapped. This is why I didn't want to discuss this. I knew you'd make it about you. Make it about me? Mike laughed bitterly. You literally just announced you're giving away your entire estate and cutting me out completely. How is that not about me? We're not cutting you out, Patricia said. We're just prioritizing Jennifer's needs. Same thing, Mike said. Come on, honey. Kids, we're leaving. As we were gathering our kids to leave, Robert suddenly stood up. Wait, he said. His voice was shaky but firm. Patricia, I need to talk to you. Now. Kitchen. Robert, there's nothing. Kitchen. Now. We'd never heard Robert raise his voice before. Patricia looked shocked but followed him. We could hear them arguing in hushed, angry tones, but couldn't make out the words. We left. The whole car ride home, Mike was silent. The kids asked what was wrong, and we just said Grandma and Grandpa were having a disagreement. That night, after the kids were in bed, Mike sat at the kitchen table with a calculator and a notepad. He added up every single dollar he'd given Jennifer over the years. Every loan, every payment, every emergency. It came to $53,600. $53,000, he said quietly. And I'm not true family. I didn't know what to say. I just held his hand. The next morning, Mike's phone rang at 7 a.m. It was Robert. Can you meet me for breakfast? His dad asked. Just us. I need to talk to you. Mike agreed. He came back 2 hours later with the strangest expression on his face. You're not going to believe this, he said. Apparently, Robert had been furious after we left. He told Patricia that what she did was cruel, unfair, and destructive to their family. They'd had their biggest fight in years. Robert told Mike that he never agreed to cutting Mike out entirely. He thought they were going to split things more evenly, maybe giving Jennifer the rental property since she needed the income, and Mike getting the family home, or vice versa. He had no idea Patricia had planned to give everything to Jennifer. She did this behind my back, Robert told Mike. She made an appointment with the attorney herself, told me about it after. I thought we were just updating some outdated paperwork. I didn't read the new will carefully because I trusted her to be fair. But here's the kicker, Robert's name is the only one on the deed to the rental property. They bought it before they were married, using money from his inheritance from his parents. Georgia is not a community property state, and prenups were involved due to some family money on Robert's side. The rental property is 100% his, not joint marital property. Patricia had no legal right to give away the rental property in her will because she doesn't own it. Robert looked at the paperwork more carefully after their fight. The will Patricia had drawn up would give Jennifer the family home, which is in both their names, and made provisions for the rental property upon Robert's agreement to transfer ownership. But Robert never agreed. "I'm fixing this," Robert told Mike at breakfast. "I'm not letting her destroy our family like this." Over the next week, here's what Robert did. 1. He called his own attorney, different from the one Patricia used. 2. He had documents drawn up transferring the rental property deed to Mike, effective immediately. 3. He updated his will to leave his 50% of the family home to Mike, meaning when both parents pass, Mike and Jennifer would own it jointly and would have to agree on what to do with it. 4. He set up a trust for our kids' education, funded with $30,000 from his personal savings. Mike was in shock. "Dad, you don't have to do this." "Yes, I do," Robert said firmly. "What your mother did was wrong. You've been a good son. You've helped your sister selflessly for years. You deserve to be treated like family, because you are family. My son. Always." The deed transfer happened on Friday. The rental property is now in Mike's name. He legally owns it. The tenant's rent now goes to him. Patricia found out on Saturday when she got a letter from Robert's attorney informing her of the change. Sunday morning, exactly 1 week after the dinner disaster, my phone started blowing up. Patricia was calling me, not Mike. 17 missed calls. Dozens of texts. "How could you let him do this? You've poisoned my son against me. Tell Mike to reverse this immediately. This is elder abuse. I'm calling the police." I didn't respond. Mike had blocked her number after the dinner, and apparently, she'd moved on to harassing me instead. Then Jennifer called. "You need to fix this. Mom is hysterical. Mike can't just take that property." "He didn't take it," I said calmly. "His father gave it to him. Because it was his to give. That property was supposed to be mine." Jennifer shrieked. "No," I corrected. "Patricia wanted to give it to you, but she couldn't because she didn't own it. Robert owned it. And he gave it to his son. Who, by the way, has given you $50,000 over the years. That was gifts. He can't hold that over my head. He's not. He's just done giving you money while you and Patricia treat him like he's not part of the family. He's being petty and vindictive." "No," I said. "He's being fair. There are 2 children in your generation. You're getting a house worth $450,000. Mike is getting a rental property worth $380,000. That's pretty damn equal if you ask me. But Mom promised me both. Mom promised you something that wasn't hers to give. Take it up with her." Jennifer hung up on me. The texts from Patricia continued all day. Eventually, she sent one that said, "I'll never forgive him for this. He's chosen money over his mother." Mike saw that one and responded, "You chose Jennifer over me first. At least be honest about it." Then he blocked her too. Robert has been trying to mediate, but honestly, he's mostly just apologizing to Mike for not standing up to Patricia sooner. He's told Patricia that she's wrong, that she's driving their son away, that she needs to apologize and make things right. Patricia has doubled down. She's telling everyone in the family that Mike stole the property from her, that Robert has dementia and was manipulated, that I'm a gold digger who poisoned Mike against his family. None of it is landing the way she hopes. Robert is very publicly standing by Mike, which makes it hard for her to claim he's incompetent or manipulated. Mike's aunts and uncles, Robert's siblings, are on Mike's side, saying Patricia has always played favorites and this was bound to blow up eventually. Jennifer is barely speaking to us, but she's also being very careful not to burn bridges completely because she knows she might need Mike's help again someday. Patricia has promised to support her financially going forward, but Jennifer isn't stupid. She knows Patricia and Robert live on a fixed retirement income and can't replace the kind of money Mike was providing. As for Mike and me, we're okay. Better than okay, actually. Mike has been in therapy processing his feelings about his mother's favoritism, which apparently goes back to childhood. He's realizing that the hurt from last weekend wasn't really about money, it was about finally having confirmation of something he'd always suspected, that his mother loves Jennifer more. And honestly? He seems lighter now. Like a burden has been lifted. He's not waiting for his mother's approval anymore. Not trying to earn love through financial support. He's just done. We've decided that the rental income will go into a college fund for all 5 kids, ours and Jennifer's. Because the kids didn't do anything wrong, and they shouldn't suffer because the adults in their lives are a mess. We haven't told Patricia or Jennifer that yet. We figure they'll find out eventually, and honestly, it's none of their business what Mike does with his property. The family home situation is still up in the air. When both Patricia and Robert pass, Mike and Jennifer will jointly own it. Mike has already told his dad that when that day comes, he'll agree to let Jennifer live there if she wants, or they'll sell it and split the proceeds. He's not interested in fighting over it. But the rental property? That's his. Free and clear. Patricia can be mad about it all she wants. Robert has apologized to Mike multiple times. I should have stood up to your mother years ago. I should have made sure you knew how much you're valued. I'm sorry it took this long. Mike told him, better late than never, Dad. And that's where we are. 1 week after the worst family dinner of our lives, and somehow, things are clearer than they've ever been. Update, 5 days later. Holy hell, this blew up. Thank you all for the support and validation. A few updates. Patricia's campaign, she's been calling other family members trying to rally support. It's not going well for her. Most people are pointing out that Robert owns the rental property and can do what he wants with it. A few have told her flat out that she was wrong to play favorites. She's now claiming she's the victim of a conspiracy. Jennifer's reality check. Jennifer called Mike 3 days ago. Not yelling this time. She was crying and said, I didn't realize how much you'd helped me over the years until Mom said she'd start covering my expenses, and I actually added up what that meant. I can't afford my life without you. Mike told her he wasn't going to resume financial support, but he'd be happy to help her create a budget and figure out where she can cut expenses. She hasn't responded. Robert's stance, he's moved into their guest room. He and Patricia are barely speaking. He told Mike he's considering separation if she doesn't go to counseling with him. Never thought I'd see Robert stand up like this, but here we are. The kids, our kids and Jennifer's kids are still close. We've made it clear that the adult drama has nothing to do with them. We're planning to take all 5 kids to an amusement park next month, our treat. The rental property, we met with the tenants to introduce ourselves as the new owners. They're a lovely retired couple who've been there for 8 years. We assured them nothing is changing, and they were relieved. Mike's mental health, he's doing really well. His therapist says this situation, while painful, has given him permission to set boundaries he should have set years ago. He's not angry anymore, just peaceful. Patricia's next move. According to Robert, Patricia has been to see her attorney again, trying to find a way to fix this. The attorney told her there's nothing to fix. Robert legally transferred his property to his son. It's done. She's apparently now claiming she'll contest Robert's updated will on grounds of something. Her attorney told her she has no case. The real winner here, my Phil. Robert has become my hero. At 68 years old, he looked at his wife's cruelty, his son's pain, and decades of enabling bad behavior, and said no more. That takes guts. Mike and Robert are having lunch twice a week now. They're closer than they've ever been. Robert told Mike last week, I spent 40 years keeping the peace. I should have spent them doing the right thing. I'm proud of the man you've become, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you that enough. So yeah. Family drama for the ages. But honestly, I think it's going to make us stronger in the long run. Final update, Patricia has sent a group text to the entire extended family claiming that Mike extorted the property from Robert and that she's being financially abused. Robert responded to the same group text with, I gave my son property that was legally mine to give. Patricia is upset because she wanted to give it to someone else. That's all this is. Mike did nothing wrong. I love both my children, but I won't tolerate lies about my son. And that, folks, is how you end a narcissist smear campaign. The family group chat is now 87 messages of relatives telling Patricia to knock it off. Christmas is going to be wild.